Higher Maths Essential Skills, Exercise 12, multiplying surds together. Let's get straight into it. Got root 2a multiplied by root 2a. That's just going to be 2a. Okay. The square root of anything multiplied by itself will just give whatever we started with. Oops. Move across a bit. The square root of anything multiplied by itself will just give what is underneath that square root sign. So let's go for 37g there, 37g there. Okay, what we could do is say, well, what's 37 times 37? Well, that's 37 squared. Could work that out. But then we're just going to square it, but then we're going to square root it straight away. We're just going to get 37. Here, g times g is g squared. And then we'll need to square root it. What's the square root of g squared? It's just g. Okay. So if we are squaring a square root, we're just going to get whatever is underneath that sign. So here we can go straight to 2a. So of course we could have done 2 2s are 4, 2 squared is 4, square root 4 is 2. Because on a squared, square rooted is a. We can just go straight to the answer. 10, root 8 times root 12, so that's root 96. Again, we're looking for the largest square number that goes into 96, guys. So 16 sixes are 96, so square root of 16 is 4, so 4 root 6. So you might have 2 root 24. If you do 2 root 24, let's just write that down for you in case you do. So that'd be 2 root 4 root 6. So square root 4 is 2, so we've got 2 times 2, which is 4 root 6, okay, which is just the same answer there. Right, 2f, multiplying a bracket, so everything inside the bracket multiplied by root 5. So root 5 times root 5 is 5, so I've basically got 3 times 5. Or 3 root 5 times root 5, so I've basically got 3 times 5, which is 15. And I've got minus 2 times root 5, so minus 2 root 5. And L. So here, one or two of us may have spotted we actually have difference of two squares here. So we could just do a squared minus b squared. If you've spotted that and gone straight to this line, brilliant, well done. Okay. Otherwise, just going through using FOIL, or this multiplied by this multiplied by this multiplied by this multiplied by this. Okay. So 2 root 3 multiplied by 2 root 3, and then this term and this term will cancel to 0, because they're the same thing, apart from the fact one's minus and one's plus. And then minus 3 root 2 multiplied by 3 root 2. So 2 2s are 4, root 3 times root 3 is 3, 4 3s are 12, 3 3s are 9, root 2 times root 2 is 2, 9 times 2 18, and 12 minus 18 is minus 6. Only reason I'm going through this one, guys, one or two of you, remember, if you're squaring a bracket, you've got to do bracket multiplied by bracket. So we need to do that times that, that times that, that times that, that times that. Work our way through, and we end up with 4 plus 2 root 3. And question 3b, sorry. So looking at this question, I'm thinking, okay, it's Pythagoras. I need to do short side squared plus short side squared. And a question like this would normally come out as a reasonably nice answer. Okay, but it doesn't in this case. Okay, but quite often if you got something like this, looks a little bit tricky, it quite often turns out to have a nice answer, but in this case it doesn't. So I've basically done short side squared plus short side squared equals long side squared, because we're asked to find the length of the hypotenuse. They're the same, so I'm just saying, well, I've got 2 of these. Rather than working out that one, then adding it on. I know I've got 2 of them, so just 2 times bracket squared. And then, again, use FOIL or whatever you want to call it. And then root 3 times root 3 is 3, root 3 root 2 is root 6. Same with the middle, and root 2 times root 2 is 2. So that's 3 plus 2, which is 5, plus 2 root 6s, all times 2. So it'll be 10 plus 4 root 6 equals x squared. So again, it's really on this line where you'd normally end up with something a little bit more elegant looking than this, but in this case we're just going to have to square root all of that. If you've got your calculator out and written that as a decimal, fair enough, but it's really an uncalculator exercise, so that's the only thing we could really go with.